Hey guys, Matt and Scott here from the Old 77. Just wanted to take a moment and say, have you heard about Anchor yet?
It's a great way to do a podcast.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like, Anchor's got all of this stuff for you. Get analytics. We're online, everywhere. Apple, Google, and they did all of that for us. We didn't have to submit anything.
Nope. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer.
Right, so no computer, no problem.
Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Hey there, this is the Old 77. It's a safe place in an unsafe world. All right, here's your warning. Foul language may occur due to the subject matter. This is the one and only Old 77. Help ensure future episodes by becoming a subscriber. Find out more at patreon.com/the Old 77 podcast. Now, let's get on with the show.
Welcome back to the Old 77.
Hey, we're a safe place.
In an unsafe world.
Look at that. That's how we should do it right there, fellas.
Love it.
Bam.
And this is the second broadcast live from the Francis residence.
Wait.
But we're out back this time.
Heck yeah, man. We got a nice big fire going.
Oh, yes, we are.
It's November, 6th? And it's like 70 degrees out
Hot
here.
as shit out.
It's
Yeah.
amazing outside right now.
Would love it, man.
Great.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
This is better than inside, if you ask
This
me.
is podcasting weather.
This is it. I mean, this is what you do with podcasts. You can do it anywhere. You don't need a studio.
Right.
You can just do it on the beach. You can do it in your backyard. You can do it in the back of your Jeep.
Just like sex.
Yeah. Swing an episode. Backseat in my Jeep. Let's swing an episode. Thank you to all of our listeners out in
Toby!
Pennsylvania, Missouri. Yeah, Toby.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely, Toby Dean. Thank
Always
you.
paying
He's the homie for
for
sure.
his
Hanging so
VIP
far.
treatment at patreon.com.
Hey, girl.
Absolutely.
/ the Old 77 podcast.
That's right. You can get on over there and check us out.
And also,
Absolutely.
thank you to our overseas listeners. We
Yes.
appreciate you.
Yeah. Where
Big
we got-
ups to our friends in Ireland and
Yeah.
New Zealand.
That's right.
Yeah. Where
Yeah.
else? I forget.
man,
I know we had some other ones.
Dude, so last I checked, we were I think in Argentina, Chile,
I remember.
Russia.
I remember somewhere like in the Netherlands
Yeah,
too.
there was some Netherlands.
Do you think like someone in Russia just kind of like randomly just ran into us?
Could
Probably.
What is
but
this
he,
shit?
He saw our probably our sticker, our cover art, and was like, "This is very interesting."
Right,
Yes,
right.
this is
These
the
are
worst
two
Russian
little
ever.
babies that are sacrificed.
Hey man, that's the good way to do it though, man. You pick something you don't really know what's happening going into it,
That
and then
whole
you find
picture,
something that you
man.
love.
That whole picture was an accident.
Yeah, it
Matt,
was.
Matt sent me a thing.
I was like,
He's
"Here,
hey,
man."
I was like, yeah, sure. Here's my picture. He tossed
Yeah.
them up together. I ran a filter on it. Holy cow, that looks good.
Yeah.
And then
It does.
just came to what it is
Yeah.
now.
You had your headphones already on at age 2, 3,
Yeah.
something like
I
that.
think that was 3.
That picture, I was next to my sister.
That's funny. I was in my sister's room listening to REO Speedwagon.
Oh,
Wow, you
really?
actually remember
I
that?
remember
huh?
who it was. Yeah,
Oh, shit.
So like you.
Well, that's a
remember,
good memory, dude.
that is a
Yeah.
good memory.
I'm weird like that, man. Like,
Yeah? Can you?
I can't remember why I walked into the kitchen.
Yeah.
But I will remember just random things from my childhood, like
It's-
as if it was yesterday.
It's the worst because
What is the first memory? What is the first thing that you can remember? Like, what's the youngest age that you can remember?
Okay, so for me, when I was real little, my parents lived in Florida,
Sure.
and we had an outdoor or like an indoor pool. I mean, like a big back porch
Yeah.
that had an indoor pool. And so I remember at like age 2, maybe 3 tops, they would take me and put me in the water, and they'd actually like let me float around in there for a little bit, and
yeah.
then they'd come down and get me. And I remember that.
That's cool.
It's amazing, dude.
That's
So, so in the city, you know how row homes are; they're all connected.
Yeah.
And so we lived on one street. My aunt and uncle, my aunt Emma and Uncle Butch lived right in like back of us, kind of. And so in their yard, they had this huge pool. And I must have been like five years old, still pretty well. Mm-hmm. And I can remember it like still pretty well. Mm-hmm. And we were just kind of swimming. It was just your normal summer day. Mm-hmm. And the pool split open.
Wow.
Oh, no.
And
you said it was an above ground?
Yeah, there was a bunch of us in there.
You just went spilling out.
And people did, but I was caught under one of the flaps.
Oh my goodness, dude.
And I'm I just learned how to swim. Like I'm just a little kid. I'm powerless. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And so my mom, dude, like somehow she got like this super like superhero strength. She's in the water still.
Yeah.
And she lifts up the flap, dude.
Oh,
injures herself as she's doing this.
Yeah.
I bet.
Grabs me out of there, saves my life,
Wow.
saves me from drowning.
That's wicked, man.
And all I remember, like, coming out of it, and I see the pool split, and she's holding me, and I look down the alley, and the water is just flowing like a creek.
Jeez.
And I was like, holy shit. Like, I mean, I was a kid. I was like, wow, what just happened?
Right.
Right.
And they were like, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, thinking to myself, I'm fine. Like, they thought, because it was so dramatic.
They just saw Superman.
I can't
Yeah,
even, like,
right.
imagine that happening to Sloan, and I'm, like, freaking out.
Yeah, just
Oh my
thinking
God,
about
yeah.
it. So your
Yeah,
mom
yeah.
got that rush of adrenaline or whatever
Yeah,
it is that gives you that superhuman strength.
And
when
here's the kicker.
Shit happens.
And then the follow-up after that. So my mom injured herself, and she got, like, a blood clot somehow from that.
Oh no.
No kidding.
And so I remember there were, like, she kind of, I guess the hospital was flirting with the idea of her not being home for Christmas, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just remember, like, oh, that's really going to suck. We're going to have to, not have mom home for Christmas because she'll be in the hospital.
Yeah.
It's like 3 days before Christmas. And I come into the house, and there's my mom sitting there, and they surprised, like, my aunt
Aw.
surprised us, and she's like, Mom's home, she's going to be fine. I'm like, oh, my God.
Dude. I bet
So
that
that's
was
the
a
youngest
relief.
I can think back.
How
Yeah,
old
so-
were you then?
I must have been 5.
5.
Because it was so dramatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I might have been younger than 5,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah,
was
it's-
so
it's-
dramatic,
It's,
dude.
it's
Yeah.
and traumatic
Right.
too.
It's funny yours is about your mom because so's mine.
Well, what's yours?
I remember playing in boxes. Like we had boxes because we were living in a trailer at the time because we were building a home. Like when I came around, my parents were still saving for it, and so we had a trailer on, I don't know, like 20 acres. And so we would, we'd get a new refrigerator, or then later we'd get this, all because we were getting the new home. And so like I think our fridge died, and we got a new fridge, and I remember that was like the best thing ever. Like I had this refrigerator box that I could play in. I was probably like 3, maybe 4. And I just remember cutting out holes and, drawing stuff on it, and my mom playing with me, and we
Yeah.
would sing songs. And it's really like good memories I have playing with my mom.
It's
Yeah.
always it's never the toy. It's always the box.
Yeah,
Right.
it is.
And
It's
that
always
was me.
Yes.
Same with my kids.
God, I loved
Yeah.
it.
Like,
so,
yeah,
go
Sloan
ahead.
has all these freaking toys in the house, and she finds like a fork, a plastic fork,
Right.
and it's like
And it's
She
the
loves
best
it.
thing.
it's the greatest thing ever.
Right.
So my kids are playing this game.
Right.
There's this show that they watch called Bluey. It's a cartoon about a dog. It's actually a pretty cool little cartoon. But one of the things that they do on Bluey is they play this game Keepy Uppy. And Keepy Uppy,
They play Keepy Uppy on Bluey.
do you know what Keepy Uppy is?
No, but do you hear what you're saying?
no.
They're blueying, like the internet
You
has
need help.
ruined me.
You need help.
The
man.
internet has ruined
No,
me.
Scott does need
You
help.
need to see a doctor,
It's certified.
man, ASAP. So Keepy Uppy is just you have a balloon and you just
Is it blue?
You
A little blue?
No, it doesn't matter. So you're just trying. You're bouncing the balloon up in the air,
Yeah.
and whoever lets the balloon drop when it's their turn to hit it loses. So they do that all the time now, and you know what? I play it too. And it's so much.
Proudly.
It's so much better than like spending $20 on a toy that they'll use once and never use again.
Or they'll play with the box more than they'll
Or play with
the
the
toy.
box, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. I
That's
try.
the best.
I try to remember like that. It's better to give your kids experiences than it is to just give them toy after toy after toy. Stuff
Yeah.
that they're really going to remember.
But isn't
you're
that
right.
part of the experience, though, too?
well, yeah, of
I
course.
mean, come on, getting what you want at Christmas,
Oh, yeah.
or even remotely getting what you want.
So what we did this past week, Sarah and I, we bought a new Christmas tree, but it's artificial, and it's our first artificial Christmas tree.
Yeah,
right?
I love real Christmas trees. I'm a huge fan.
Me too.
Me too.
Really, it's like
the smell.
it's a great way to go. But we wanted to give this a shot because it's just we want to take a couple years off from
Right, man.
cleaning pine needles off from the
yeah,
floor,
you got a
and,
lot going on right now.
cutting the bottom of the tree off with a chainsaw, and adding water to the damn thing every day.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of work. And Christmas is like stressful enough.
Sure.
It is. It's the most stressful holiday.
Yeah. For
And
sure.
so we bought this tree, dude. I'm not going to say how much it was. It was a pretty penny. But we bought it from Lowe's. It's a 9-foot tree.
Wow.
It's
Yeah,
big
pretty
and
big.
wide. And the reason I got it, like I had a great childhood.
Yeah.
I want Sloan to have the same thing but better.
Oh, we all
Absolutely,
do.
Yeah.
You know, and I want her to
That's the
have a
American
big.
dream.
I want
Yeah.
her to have a big tree because you can't just go to Lowe's or you just can't go to like, one of these stores locally and just buy a 9-foot tree. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you have
Oh,
to
you
go.
could,
You have to go to a farm though and cut
You're
it
paying
down.
for
Right.
it. Yeah.
But I've never seen 9-foot trees at like, you know,
That's a
Lowe's
special
or
order, man.
Menards or something.
one of
Heck
these
yeah.
stores that have trees in
Yeah.
the parking lot.
Right.
I've never seen it.
Right.
But I always wanted a big tree too, man. Ever since I was a little kid, I wanted a fucking 9-foot tree.
Like the Christmas vacation.
Right,
tree
that's what
where
I
you
was thinking.
let
And
it
we
loose
have,
and
like,
it breaks the window.
We
It
have
just
the ceiling
bends at
for
the
it,
top.
dude. You know, we have the ceilings for it. We have a great like living room for it too. So
Yeah,
we can
your living room's huge.
we can fit a 9-foot tree in there, and it's gonna look really good in there. So you know, I wanted her to have the best like young memories a child can have.
You wanted to give her what you didn't necessarily get.
Yeah, and it's
right?
not about and I had that.
Yeah.
My parents gave me everything I needed for Christmas. Like
Yeah.
I always got gifts. So
But
GI
did you have
Joe
a
and all
9-foot
this-
tree though?
We always had a good size,
Pretty
tree.
tall one. And
yeah.
did you guys always do the real tree?
We always did a real
yeah.
tree.
We
yeah.
did it. We pretty much did all real trees when I was a kid. Me and the wifey have been doing an artificial.
Call me
though.
a pussy though, but
Pussy.
I feel like,
Pussy.
and I love chopping down my own tree, but I feel bad about
Chopping a tree down.
chopping the tree down because I'm like, man, I'm killing you because I just want to have a good Christmas.
Yeah, and then
You guys
want
want
to
to hear
throw you
something
away.
really
Like I'm
fucking
not a hippie
ridiculous?
at all either. Like it's
Yeah, it's just yeah.
No,
it's
I
just
get
one of
what
those.
you're saying.
I have this guilt. Even when I hit a squirrel, like I'm driving down the
Oh,
street.
me too.
Oh, so
Like I hit a
dude,
squirrel like 2 months ago, and I felt bad for like the whole afternoon. I'm like,
just
"God
down
damn."
the street on the way to your house, somebody hit a dog,
Oh no.
and it's laying in the street.
right
Oh,
now.
no.
Yeah, earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I came,
Oh my god.
somebody had hit a dog, and it's just
Oh,
still
my
there.
God.
Like it's clearly dead.
Hopefully, someone found him.
But just the fact that
We
I,
were
hope,
assholes.
I hope his owners found him.
if you find a dog, if you hit a dog,
I hate that.
please stop.
Yeah.
Any of our listeners out there, if you hit a dog, please stop.
I mean,
and
just be decent.
Try to find
You
the
know?
owners if
Yeah.
you can.
just fucking decency.
I would,
man.
I would assume that most
Jesus,
people would
Juno.
want that favor returned.
I mean, if it was your dog, hell
Seems
yeah.
like basic decency
Right.
to me. Yeah, man.
That's because it is.
Yeah,
but
It
you
is.
know,
should be at least.
Yeah, absolutely. Have some decency, man.
Right.
Have some human kindness.
Yeah, man.
That's lacking right
Jesus, it is.
It is. It
Hey
is.
guys, let's take a quick break.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. All right. We'll be back right after this.
Blah.
Call or text the Old 77 listener line at 573-246-0779.
Well, you
That
know.
this is the way it should be done, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to start doing a Madden tournament now, and it's going to be like a national Madden tournament. So instead of just one campus or two campus, it's going to be every campus. And we're going to have kids on the campus. Each individual esports team is going to field an announcer and a color person, and then they're going to call the initial games. And then the next game's up, they'll have those guys calling them, and then as a third, one of our guys will come in, and then they'll have another one and so forth. And then when they get to I think maybe nationals or wherever it is, the championships, that's when our play-by-play guys will come in and do color with them. The guys lead it. Our guys are just color.
So who's going to do that part?
What do you mean?
The color.
It'll be our play-by-play guys who call football.
The same dudes.
Right,
Okay,
same
gotcha.
dudes.
Well, I guess if it's Madden, they can pretty much call it like they would call any
And
other
that's
game.
that's what they're doing. They're using that
Yeah.
as the bridge. Told me today that that's like the new, it's so popular, and I was like, is it?
Right.
You mean Madden specifically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, is
I used to
Madden
play a ton of
really that?
Madden.
But you've got games like League of Legends that's blowing them out of the fucking water.
Oh, it's definitely not the most popular
so
thing
like
these
Madden
days.
may have. I think our stuff right now is only getting maybe 500,000 unique views.
Mm-hmm.
If you had something that was not super centric to sports and had it more towards what kids are playing today,
Right.
but to do that you got to get your balls out.
Like Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to have to sack up on the university level too and go, hey, these guys are going out here as a hit squad
Yeah.
shooting people.
But then if you do like something like Fortnite, you got to either the guys that you have, either that or you got to hire somebody that actually knows the game so they can call it.
That's just it. That's why you have unique people there at the level who are already playing it and uniquely qualified to call it, honestly.
Right. Okay. Yeah, so we're talking esports, which is something that I wish existed when I was a youngster.
Yeah. Well, I've already tried to train my boy. So he's like, Dad, I don't have to learn math because I'm just going to play video games to make money.
Learn how to code.
So my brother-in-law, Caleb, and my buddy, Eric, and a bunch of our other friends, they... I think it's Call of Duty right now.
Yeah.
They're like all on a team, like their own team.
Wow.
And I've seen them like play it together.
Oh, yeah.
There's like 5 or 6 of them.
Do they mic up?
And they're all pretty good. They all take positions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you go, you guys go this way, we'll go this way, and then we'll meet up at the other end, and we'll just try to take.
A lot of having to coordinate.
Yeah,
and
we'll
stuff.
just
like
take
a
the
lot of
perimeter. We'll
coordinating.
we'll do the perimeter, and it's pretty like cool because there's so much strategy involved.
Yeah.
Man, those guys
But
are
I just don't have-
devastating in a
I-
zombie apocalypse.
Right. I want to know a few of those guys.
I don't have the patience to learn how to work joystick.
I don't have enough
Like
time
I have
to.
Xbox One. I do. I have it. I can play if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But I don't have the time, and I feel like if I
Right.
play video games, I'm wasting time. But I don't mind it. I mean, I like other people doing it.
Sure.
I don't have the time to do it. But
Yeah.
So that right
But I
there's
find-
the essence of esports.
But I find esports very fascinating.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I haven't like really tried to sit down and watch any of those esports tournaments, but I don't know. Like when I heard about Twitch, first time I heard about
Right.
Twitch, it was from Derek. And
Yep.
he was the one that told me about Twitch. This was like
it's funny.
right
It's-
after I started.
Friend of the
right
show.
after I started the place that we work at. Beep. F8.
yeah, F8.
So Derek told me about Twitch, and the whole time I'm sitting there thinking like, what the fuck, man? Like, why would you want to sit and watch other people play video games?
You have a podcast that is on Twitch.
Yeah.
We just haven't launched it yet.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's blown up. That's for sure.
It's gonna coming up.
There's a lot of people, as far as podcasts go and live video. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are using Twitch for that
Yeah.
initial reason.
Absolutely.
Well, especially in the COVID days, man, people got to find a way to make money from home.
Dude, Twitch is the platform if you want to stream now.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone used to say on Periscope, well, what?
Yeah.
Isn't that Facebook Live now?
Yeah, it doesn't even
Yeah, it's
exist
kind
anymore.
of weird. I thought Periscope was like this old thing. Like,
Right.
Periscope was cool like
Two
two
or 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Like
like
a
3
minute
years ago
ago.
or something like that.
Yeah.
But apparently it's a thing still. I don't know. I just
I
feel
don't
like
know.
Facebook Live and Twitch and like
Instagram.
that's the same friggin' thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Well, and now
Instagram,
you-
Instagram, you have the live
You got
feeds.
Insta
Yeah.
video now, you know?
Like everyone has it. They all
Yeah.
develop their own way of live streaming.
We should go live while we're talking about going live.
All right, sweet.
We're going live, I guess.
No, we ain't
No.
going
Okay,
live.
we'll do it live.
No, we will. We want to take this thing live.
Absolutely. We
And
do.
you know what better way to do it than go to Twitch, where there's live gaming, there's live everything.
Well, and you also have the ability to chat while you're live.
Right.
So how do you do it?
That's pretty cool.
You just type it.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
like
just
chat.
old school text wise.
Yeah,
Okay,
old school
I got you.
chatting. Like you're texting. You can do it while you're live. So
Yeah.
you have like a window up, and then off to the side you'll have a chat window.
But you still have a headset, right? So you can
Oh, yeah.
talk to people that way
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
You guys ever do the headset thing? When you're ever?
Well, you mean like a microphone and everything?
Yeah, like done Xbox Live or
Yeah.
something.
So
No, I ain't never done that.
So when I bought my Xbox One, I tried to like
Woo!
force myself to
Fire's
try to game
popping.
a little bit,
Yeah.
and so I bought like
That's never good, man. When you got to force it.
So I bought like a membership as far as like being on there.
Xbox Live.
I think it was. Yeah, it was.
That's the online deal.
And so I would play like GTA with my buddies. And we all like I'm in like a biker gang with them. Mm-hmm. And I just stopped playing. Like it was fun. Like we all would do missions together. And
Yeah.
I was the worst player out of the whole group. But it was a lot of fun. And it's crazy because when you get involved with those games, so much time passes by so fast.
yeah.
You get into a flow.
In a blip,
Yeah,
man.
in a blip,
Yeah.
there's like 3 hours going by, and I'm
Yeah.
like, what
Time
the
travel.
Like,
But-
what the hell did I just do with all my time?
For me,
Right?
that's,
Just wasted it away on some game.
that is the case for me anytime I'm doing something that I get in the zone while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You know, anything, music, you
Right.
know, anything
Yes,
like
yes.
that. Will,
Oh, absolutely, man.
yeah, I do really think there is something to that. Just like, you know, if you're sitting there and looking at your clock every 2 minutes, you know, waiting for 5 o'clock,
Yeah, it's going to just kind of drag
you're
out.
just gonna slow it down, man. You got to get
Like at work
occupied.
when I'm super busy, I feel like there's not enough hours in the day
Yeah,
to get shit done.
but at least it makes your day go by a little faster.
But then there's like days when like we have nothing to do and it drags by like a motherfucker.
yeah,
Right?
yeah,
I'm just like, dude, when's this day going to end? But then there's certain days where just in the blink of an eye, it's gone.
yeah,
And I'm like, wow, I didn't get enough done.
yeah, yeah.
And then I get anxiety because I didn't get enough done. I'm trying to make deadlines.
And then you can't sleep, and then you stress out about you can't sleep, which makes it harder for you to go to
And
sleep.
that's what the bourbon's for.
Who's the show sponsored by tonight,
Tonight
guys?
is by, for me, it's Knob Creek.
Okay,
The
all right.
100 proof Knob Creek.
Very nice.
For me, it's a McDonald's Coke.
Cool, awesome.
I'm just talking about the soda, not the.
I am. Is it JB or J and B?
It's JB.
JB. So I got me a little bit of JB Scotch.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. Scott, do you want a beer? I got hard
Dude,
cider in there if
I
you
might
want.
take a beer.
Dude, there's cider in there from the leftover.
From the Halloween party?
There's some leftover. We got Smirnoff Orange in there. If you want some
Oh,
Smirnoff,
boy.
that shit'll fuck your stomach up. That malt
Yeah, I
liquor.
don't know if I'm down for that.
So my buddy texted me last week. My buddy Joe Caputa,
Yeah?
and
I just like saying that name,
I
Joe
do
Caputa.
too, man.
Joe Caputa.
Yo,
It's that-
Joe Caputo over here.
It's dude. So anyway, Joey's dad, he's Czech. He's a Czech. Like he came over.
Czech
Oh,
Republic.
for real?
He's total Czech, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No. I'm sorry, Joe. He's Slovakian.
Oh, yeah.
Slovakia.
Sorry. No, but
Cool, man.
when Joe left, it was Czechoslovakia because this is before the
Before the
Before the Soviet
USSR
Union
was-
crumbled.
yeah,
right, so he would have came over, what, post?
80s,
Yeah.
80s.
early 80s. Like he was
Wow.
here. He was here like late 70s.
Did he
'cause
have the thick
I grew.
accent?
No, so Joe had an accent, but growing up, I never really noticed it because I grew up with like he knew me since I was a baby.
Right?
Yeah.
So like growing up, I never kind of like.
Never even really
I
thought
was
about
like, he
it.
kind of talks funny, but like
That's
it was
cool.
like secondhand to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but and then so when we would meet other people, they'd be like, "Where are you from, Joe? Because your accent." I'm like, he does have an accent.
when you hear
Nice.
other
That-
people talk.
That's a good friend right
and
there.
dude, just like the nicest dude in the world. Just he was an awesome dad to all of his kids, and he's not doing so well right now. But Joe, I love you, man.
Oh,
And
man.
if you're listening to this, Anyway, going
Send
back
you
to
some
all
good
that stuff.
juju, brother.
So
Yeah,
Joe
hate to hear that,
Caputa.
brother.
So Joey Caputa, my best friend growing up. He shot Mike a text because Mike, my buddy Mike Thompson, Big Philly Mike,
Big Philly Mike.
was born on he was born on Halloween.
Right on.
So Joe was drinking Mickey's. I'm like, oh, you're drinking Mickey's bottles? And so Mike's like, do they still have like little sayings underneath the cap?
Of course they do.
And then the next day, Joe's like, dude, I'm telling you guys, malt liquor ain't no joke. Because it leaves such a nasty hangover. So,
Learned it the hard way, man.
Guilty pleasure. I love drinking Old
but
English.
yeah, Old English, another,
Oh, it's terrible.
Do you guys-
You have the funk phallus breath in the morning, but
Dude, I saw
a
a
40 of that.
Hell
knock
no.
your
Dude,
dick
I
in the
saw
dirt
I
every
saw
night.
the funniest
Hell no.
meme the other day, and it was the Mad Dog 2020, and it said, "We knew 2020 was going to be a bad year."
Absolutely.
It's like no shit, 'cause that stuff was horrible.
We should have known, man. It's like The Simpsons predicting the future.
Yeah, if 2020 had a taste, it would definitely be a bottle of fucking Mad Dog.
And the cover would be that Leonardo DiCaprio meme where he's,
Yeah,
like-
yeah. I know the
Is that
exact
the one from Django?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
the one.
What was his name? Calvin Candy.
Yeah.
The
I'm gonna fix
the
this
candy
fire, by
meme.
the way. You guys keep going.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
Well, actually, now'd be a perfect time if you want to. We could just take a little break. So, big ups to Toby Dean. Thanks for hanging with us, brother.
Hey, girl.
There it is.
All right, we'll see you on the other side.
Bitches.
Thank you for covering me.
Become a subscriber at patreon.com/theold77podcast.
Juneau's actually an Indian tribe.
Yeah. Is that where it came from?
Yeah.
Now, you mean...
Just like Iowa and fucking Missouri.
yeah,
Illinois.
right. Oklahoma,
They were
Nebraska.
all fucking...
Is Nebraska an Indian name?
I don't know, they might.
so.
No, okay.
I don't think so.
Some asshole just came out with Nebraska.
Illinois, right?
Yeah, Illinois. The
Some
Illinois
asshole.
tribe.
We don't have any listeners in Nebraska, by the way.
Maybe. Hell, I
Fuck
don't know.
Nebraska, you fucking
Fuck you, Nebraska.
corn-eating motherfuckers.
Corn. It powers Nebraska.
Corn. It's what's for dinner, lunch, and breakfast.
In Nebraska. And when you get tired of looking at your sister, you go look at corn.
And then your cousin, too.
Corn gets me hot.
You know what gets me hot? Ethanol, motherfucker.
Nothing gets me going like some good old shucking.
Gets me.
Shaka Khan.
Just rub the silkies up against
Dude,
me. It's
Juno
so
keeps,
nice.
Juno keeps going back and forth with me and you.
I know.
She'll make another round over here eventually.
Did she
Yep.
come over to you?
She'll, yeah.
Has
oh,
she been over
absolutely.
there a couple times?
Yeah.
She's
she
a
has.
detention slut, dude.
Oh
I think-
shit, I hit the spot.
I think Juno
Merce
used to be
been-
a fucking
I do
former.
know my way around the
Is
ladies.
Merce still out here?
I think if Juno is
Back in the back.
if Juno's a reincarnated like dog, like if she used to be a human, she definitely was a slut back in the day.
You think so? Does she try to hump you a lot?
No,
She like to be
but
humped.
she's definitely
does.
she's a loving. Well,
Does Murphy like do the
Murphy tries to get it on with her,
but
all
she
the
won't
time.
let him?
And Murphy's snipped too.
Oh, that's
And he
My-
still wants to fuck.
My dog
good for
Callie,
him.
dude. My dog Callie, she wants to hump all the time, man.
I think it's just a dog thing.
And
dude.
to
It's
be
like-
honest, sometimes
Right.
I just let her finish.
I think it's not even about sex anymore. I think it's about power and control.
Because if I do,
wow, man. If it's about power and control, we know who. I'm sorry, am I not petting you? I just
do
got
that.
told the business.
we've got an
so-
irate dog.
So we'll be like watching a movie, and she'll be right by me, and if I stop petting her, she'll look up and go, "Oh."
do that.
I'm like,
Oh, motherfucker.
I'm like, girl, calm the fuck down.
All right,
But-
so I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
But by the way, Karen, dude, she's incredible.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
She is not your typical Karen.
Nah,
She's not ratting on you. She's cutting your dog up.
Where do you go to get her done at?
I was
Get
gonna
her
say we
done
should
at?
give Karen a shout.
I took Scott's fucking Scott's.
The gal we used. We used
Yeah.
a gal.
Scott
God, I can't even
recommended
remember.
her, and then I was like, so I told her, I was like, hey, I was recommended by a friend of mine. He
Yeah.
brought his dogs there. My wife and I are looking for a new fucking groomer,
Yeah.
and she's like, yeah, bring her in. And she's kind of like weird, but like
She
cool
is
as shit.
weird, yeah.
Cool as fuck.
Cool
though.
as shit, though.
She's exactly what you would expect though from a pet groomer slash boarder.
Does she do it like out of her
I get
house?
fired.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah, we
I get fired. Yeah, it's in her basement, I think.
yeah.
But it's like it's all hooked up. It's not like shady or anything.
Sure,
No,
sure,
And it's,
sure.
It's legit.
It's all legit. Like if you lose control of a pet on the way there, like she's got legit like.
Insurance and stuff.
No. It's like a gating system, man. So you walk in.
Yeah, it's like fucking Fort Knox.
Right, you go into a gate.
It's like a
you Shut the
prison.
gate. You go into another gate. You shut that
Yeah.
gate.
Did you
then
see
off
her
to the
dogs?
side. Yeah,
Dude, that's the way
Did
you
you
got to
see
do
that
it.
big old
though.
dog?
Yeah, she's got
he's
a
there?
big old Great Dane. She's got a big old what's the one outside?
Yeah, what kind of dog is that?
A Newfoundland.
He's the coolest motherfucker. He was
He's the
so,
chillest dog ever, though.
So when I went to go pick up Juno, I didn't know she was like cash or check only. So I was like, well, I have to go back down to St. Martin's to fucking go to an ATM. So she's like, I'll just leave Juno outside with my dog. And he was that big old dog, and he was
Big
just
ass.
chilling. He's like, hey,
yeah, right.
just
A dog that big knows that Juno ain't gonna be a problem.
But Juno,
Yeah.
like as soon as Juno saw me, dude, I was like, she just started going nuts. She's like, oh my god, my dad's back. My dad's back.
Yeah.
Isn't
But
that
when
the
I
best
saw her, I
thing?
was like,
That's
oh my
the
god.
best.
I sit there, I was like, oh my god, look at you. You're so fat. Because all that hair is off, and I'm like, oh my god, this dog is fat as
Yeah,
shit.
you
See,
thought it
right,
was
you
all
thought
hair.
It was all hair. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking-
man.
Yeah.
She's a fat bitch.
Got to put her on a diet, and you can say that
Literally.
she is a
You can
bitch.
technically say that. That's
Absolutely,
right.
I call because I have 2 girls too. I call them my bitches
So
all
I
the
had
time.
to stop calling my girl. So I got 3 dogs.
My
3
bitches,
girl
my
dogs.
That's right. We haven't talked about
And I call
Scotty's
them-
new
got some
dog.
bitches
Yeah, I
home.
call them my bitches.
Have you met Scotty's new dog yet?
Yeah,
Matty?
dude, we were just fucking there, and she was fucking
I couldn't remember. Oh yeah, you were
barking
there.
at fucking
She barks at me still.
yeah.
Fuck, I came in the house today and
Chihuahuas,
she was
dude.
like,
Chihuahua.
Chihuahuas are
I
like
love
that.
Chihuahuas.
You know what,
I
man?
do. They're a ball of fucking hate. You
Right.
know, they hate everything.
They're angry
Except
as
for their
fuck.
people, right?
Right.
Like they like
Right.
their
Like,
people.
they're like
But they're
fucking.
super sweet to their people.
yeah. I respect that.
She came up the other day, and I just got out of the shower, and I was like rinsing my hair, and I had my foot up, like getting ready to like go down my leg with my towel. She came up and licked between my toes, and it freaked me out. It's the smallest tongue in the world.
Weird. It's like a cat licking you.
Oh my God! What the hell was that?
It was like a cat licking you and shit.
And then I got Maggie, who has the largest tongue in the world.
Yeah.
And if she's anything like my dogs, man, she's probably really fast too, man.
Dude, and Maggie just recently. Does any of you guys have dogs in the house in kennels? Anybody?
No.
No kennels in
So
our
I've
house.
got I got little dogs. So the little one especially, because I don't want to leave her out with Maggie.
I know,
I'm
I get
afraid
it.
Maggie would
Yeah.
play with her and kill her, right? So we kenneled the little one. Well, Maggie's figured out how to open up her kennel.
Oh shit!
Right?
Really, Maggie's a smart little fuck.
It's the smartest damn dog.
She's a big
It's
old
problem.
girl, though.
Smartest dog I've ever had.
Yeah,
Man.
but so lovable.
Right.
Yeah. Well, these two, like Murphy and Juno, they fight for like attention. They're like they love each other, but they're very rivalry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same in
it's,
my house, man.
It's like Juno, like if she sees you petting Murphy or hugging
God,
on Murphy,
yes.
she comes
Yeah.
over and she tries to take over.
Same thing in my
She'll
house.
try to hump him, and like I said, it's not out of pleasure. It's out of power, dude.
about-
It's
yeah.
about dominance.
That's
Yeah.
dogs, man.
Same thing at my house,
Right.
dude.
That's
And
dogs.
he's like, what the fuck is going on? Looks behind him. But like he'll do the same shit. Like I'll let him out at lunchtime and he's trying to fucking hump her and all that. I'm like, Murphy, no.
Poor guy didn't know he was going to be the catcher,
Right.
huh?
But they're so good. Like
No, he kind of knew.
like
Maybe.
He
look,
knew.
our dogs bark a lot and all that.
Oh
and,
yeah, mine too.
But Murphy, he's such an obedient dog. Like as a golden retriever,
Yeah, they're so good.
very
Such good
smart,
dogs,
very intelligent dogs.
for sure.
Like tonight, Sloan and I were playing with her. She has this like little soccer ball, but it's like an inflatable soccer ball. And like one good bite, and that thing's
Oh yeah.
it's gonna bust.
Boom.
Check out the moon, guys.
Wow, what's that? What's
See
that
the
all
moon?
about?
Dude, I heard Helias earlier.
There's some wind just came
They
up.
were
in it.
booming.
Did you hear the band?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
I could hear him through my mic.
It's a beautiful night out here, fellas.
Anyway, I'd be like, no, Murph. He'd be near and he'd just back off of it.
Yeah.
But also, you can take an egg and stick it in his mouth, and he can hold it
Seriously, you won't
without
crack
it.
it?
No,
Wow.
they have. So golden
Wow.
retrievers are known to have very soft, like just locks.
Yeah.
Because what they do is when you shoot a bird or something.
Yeah.
Murphy'd be great for hunting. If I was a hunter,
yeah.
he'd be an excellent hunter.
He would
dog.
know, he
God,
would
yeah.
be able to do it
He'd make a good-
instinctively.
He'd make a good bird dog.
He's actually a Canadian golden retriever.
Oh, he seems smaller than
There's
most other
different. Well,
Goldens
Ben,
I've
like,
seen.
so our friend Ben, he has a golden retriever as well, but that's an English golden retriever. He's a very
Is that
bigger?
Lego?
Lego, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's it's kind of like a show dog, but he's a service
Right,
dog,
right.
very good dog,
Yeah.
service dog. But he's very pretty. He's very handsome. Like Murphy's a handsome guy too, but
Yeah.
you can tell Murphy's made for fucking hunting.
He's a petite, handsome
He
gentleman.
is. He
Yeah.
is. Yeah, for sure, man. I think I told you guys about my old dog Winston. My father-in-law was hunting one day and shot a deer, and Winston just happened to be out there, and my father-in-law couldn't find the deer. And Winston saw him, and then he found the
Found
deer. He
his ass.
tracked it right to the deer,
Jeez.
and he had never.
good dog,
he
man.
was literally
That's a
like
good dog.
this was like literally like a month before he died. And
Yeah.
he was an old dog, but he instinctively knew what he
Look,
was doing.
I know people love cats, and cats are cool and all.
Nah, man.
Like I get it,
No.
and I'm not. I had one cat in my life that I really loved, and it was Jimmy.
No, I had one of those.
He was a Siamese cat, and he was part of my life for 13 years. He was the only consistent thing in my life for 13 years. I know it's sad to think.
Nope.
No, it's not sad to
But-
think, dude.
Nope. I had one of those.
He was my guy.
I had to put my
And
boy
him and
down.
I were on the same page.
Yeah.
And when he met Sarah, he did not like Sarah. He tormented Enzo.
Did he? Oh man.
No, that's the worst.
And it's, that was the only cat that I really had a true love for.
right.
Yeah. I
But
get that.
I'm a dog guy.
No,
Yeah.
Like dogs
absolutely.
they're just better companions.
Dude, dogs are the only animal that love you more than they love themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
for sure.
really are. And it's really sad that some people
Right.
have dogs and they tie them up to a tree
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, this is how you
Chain.
chained." I get like tie-ups. You have your dogs out for a couple hours, not like an hour or so.
Yeah.
And they're all tied up.
Not for a long day, like
But
all.
there's
all the
tie-ups
time.
where like it gives them freedom to roam around.
Right.
But like, dude, people. The thing is, you can mistreat a dog, and the dog will love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dogs are the greatest animal, dude. God fucking created dogs. For us.
Absolutely.
They're perfect.
There's a whole thing about it on
There's-
fucking YouTube.
There was some movie or some quote one time that I heard that was so fucking disturbing, and I still remember to this day that it was from a psychopath, basically, who got his jollies off. Like, he was on his way to becoming a full-on serial killer.
Right, that's how
Killing animals,
That's
right?
what killers do. They fucking kill
Right.
smaller.
Yeah, right. A lot of
And
them
this
do when they're
dude,
kids.
like the
Yeah.
quote, I can't remember which one it was, but this quote, he said that he the first time he choked a dog to death, that he looked him right in the eye as he did it, and the
Jesus
dog
Christ.
fell in love with him,
Oh my fucking god.
and then he killed him.
That's fucking awful.
Like
Yeah.
right before the dog left, like he fell in love with him, and he just—that's what it did. That did
Who
it for
fucking?
him.
Who was that?
I don't remember who it was.
That's the worst
but
thing I've ever heard.
That's the quote that stuck with me.
It's true, though. I'm sure it's true.
But they're the greatest animal.
Absolutely, man.
Like,
They-
look at
they
Juno
deserve-
right now. Look at Juno. Like, she's over there with Dave,
They deserve better.
just
give me
loving
love.
on him.
Murph's got his ball over here, just chilling.
So Murph's very independent.
Good for him.
He loves being cuddled and all this other stuff. He loves, but when Murph's got his ball, dude,
He's just chilling by
right.
himself.
It's me and my ball.
Yeah.
like ask Murph, ask him
up,
about his
Murph?
ball right now. He'll just come over with his
What
ball.
about
Look,
your ball, buddy?
it's like, where's the ball?
Where's the
Yeah,
ball?
he's got it.
There it
Hey,
is.
Murph, where's your ball? There
Picks
it is.
it up right away.
Right there, boy.
He
So what
knows
he'll
that
do
one.
is he'll let it run down the hill here,
That's what he's doing
Oh,
right
yeah,
now.
we got a big steep hill.
and then he'll go after it, man.
Yeah,
There
Matt's
he
got a big
goes.
steep hill, so it rolls down there.
So he
and
can
Murph
play
goes get
catch
it.
with himself.
But I'm
Exactly.
That's a smart dog,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
like
for sure.
seriously, around this table right now, the consensus is dogs are the
Oh my
shit.
god, yes. We all are dog people.
And people that people out there, you know, you're dog lovers too.
You know you are. Just fucking admit it.
Just
people.
admit it, motherfucker.
Come on, man.
The old 77 brought to you by dogs.
Hey.
Woof, woof, bitches.
When they throw up on your floor and you're still
You're
like,
still gonna smile and
I love
clean
you,
it up.
buddy.
Hey, speaking of dogs, didn't we want to give a shout out to,
Oh,
our
the
old buddy,
ultimate dog.
our old buddy Jackson,
Jackson
right?
That's
Weaver.
right.
Let's see.
Jackson Weaver.
The bakery baby.
Cannoli Kid.
That's right, buddy. That's
So
right.
let's talk about Jackson real quick.
Let's
Let's.
talk about our buddy Jackson.
So
my
Jackson
God,
texted me
please.
today. He
Yeah.
says, "Hey man, I want to be on the show." And I was like, "Absolutely!" Like, dude's full
Yeah,
of
man.
personality. He's a great dude.
Yeah.
And
Jackson
so
would be perfect. on
Jackson
this.
used to work with us,
Yeah.
and we had like several nicknames for this guy. There was one nickname where I called him the Miracle.
Miracle?
You've got to set that one
miracle.
up, man.
Okay.
You've got to set that one up.
So let me give you a little backstory to
All
the
right,
Miracle.
let's hear it. I can't wait to hear this.
So, and at work we just
I was here for the creation of this
All
we
right.
fuck around a lot at work, and we give people nicknames and stuff like that.
all the time, whether you know it or not.
Big
So we came up and it
right.
was like, Jackson's mom had an abortion. This is horrible.
That's all right.
And it's and
Jackson's
it
mom
went
had an
wrong.
abortion, and they threw him in a dumpster, and he lived through it. That,
No.
hence the
So,
miracle.
and then it like organically played out to where he's a miracle, babe. The miracle.
Because they tried to kill him, but they didn't.
They can't keep a boy down.
He came right back to life.
So he came. But then there was like the cannoli kid,
Cannoli Kid.
All right, what's the cannoli kid? I don't know either of these.
cream-filled cannolis. Come on, man! Like,
You know, he's stuffing cannolis all day.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
He's
making cannolis over here. Have some cannolis. Skeet, skeet, skeet.
Jesus.
then. So I came up with this. So why even like try to contain him with cannolis when you can just have the whole bakery?
Right, he's the bakery
He
now,
is.
right?
Cream-filled donuts, cannolis.
Everything's got pudding in it.
Yeah, man, I missed that guy. I missed that guy at the office, man.
Oh, Jackson's the best.
He,
Right.
he was the best.
Look,
Come back,
people
bro.
give him a lot of shit,
It's
man. But I'll
funny,
tell you
man.
what, he's a good dude.
He's got a good heart.
He does, man.
He's a dog lover.
yeah.
Right,
He's always posting pictures on Instagram of
His
him
dog
and his dog.
Moose.
right.
His dog
Moose.
Moose.
It looks like Moose is living his best life with Jackson because
Oh,
they're
yeah.
always out doing stuff.
He's a good dog
man.
owner, for
Yeah.
sure.
Do you guys
Good
take
dog dad.
your dogs for rides very often?
Oh yeah, for
No.
sure. Like Murphy.
you
so,
guys don't,
My girls hate it.
do they? That
Oh,
sucks.
so Juno, she's a little slow. Like, she loves rides, but Murphy is all about it. He'll
Murph?
jump right up in the Jeep, dude.
Hi, buddy.
Like he'll go anywhere. He'll go anywhere with me.
Jeep dog.
I think that's a pretty
the best.
common. I think that's a common trait with Goldens. I think a lot of them are.
Yeah,
are
they're very-
Are the car.
They're very intelligent. He's definitely
man.
smarter than Juno.
Yeah.
Goldens
Yeah,
are
the little
super
one
smart.
is going to be the dominant one at my
Yeah.
house.
Yeah, that's clear already.
She's got
Yeah.
the Napoleon complex.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
But
So speaking of our friend Jackson, what's he up to these days? Like,
I don't know, to be
dude,
honest.
he's
I haven't checked in with him
he's
in
doing
a while.
great. I mean, he lives in Columbia. He
Is he
works
still
up-
working at the safety place?
Yeah, he is.
Good for him.
He's doing well for himself. I'm very proud of him.
I always
Cool.
thought this was odd that Jackson is excelling at a safety place. When I showed up every single week, Jackson had a different ailment, a different broken bone, a torn
he was-
ligament.
Yeah, he was like the most like injury prone.
One day he
guy
came
ever.
in a walking boot. Like
Oh,
the next
man,
day
yeah.
he had his shoulder
Oh,
in
this
a
was
sling.
his college baseball days and shit.
yeah, he
Oh my
was a,
yeah.
he was a baller.
Like my God, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, he's a good kid. He's a
Yeah,
good guy.
yeah.
He's a good young man now.
He's a good young man.
He grew up, man.
He's no
He
longer
grew
a
up.
kid.
He grew up, so
Does he have a girlfriend?
he's seeing someone right now. He said.
Okay.
Good for him.
So
Alright.
the cannolis are being made. The bakery is
Yes,
wide open.
Bakery's open.
Yeah,
So it's
nice.
so he used to be on our softball
I
team.
got you a cream cheese right here.
So he used to be on our
There we go.
softball team.
Yeah, right. I remember that.
Yeah.
This past season was like the first year he hasn't been on our softball team. But in the past, like when he would get on, like he'd have like a base hit or he'd a double or triple, it'd be like, the bakery is open. And we'd be rolling the dough in the dugout, like
Oh my God, that's awesome.
he
Man.
loved that. So his fantasy team name is the Bakery.
The bakery is open. And you guys would be rolling.
Dude, that's
the
a great
dough.
nickname, dude.
That's
The
fantastic.
Bakery.
I think that's a,
Thank
and
you
a
very
new one
much,
for me.
guys.
Yeah,
I came out with
that's
the nickname.
fantastic, man.
I came out with the nickname. I am a master of nicknames.
Dude, I don't know, man. The finest nickname I've ever heard comes from a coworker of ours,
Yeah.
and it's about a guy named, like, just the name Todd.
Uh-huh.
It's amazing. I never would
Todd
have guessed
Father?
this. The Todd Father is a good one. I like
Yeah.
that
Oh,
one.
retard.
That's the one I'm stealing.
Which one?
Yeah, so I got a Todd in my
Oh,
life,
I heard you.
and
okay.
it's Retod,
Oh, gee.
and I love it every time.
It's so offensive.
Right,
Scott.
it's so
Okay.
offensive, but it's not at the same time.
At
Okay,
least we're
so
in a
here's-
safe place right now.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay, so since we're in a safe place,
That guy is so stupid. He's Retod.
since we're in a safe place, so you guys know I play music and stuff,
Oh, yeah.
and I do the church thing on Sundays, and so when I do the church thing, like I got sheet music in front of me, so you're reading music, and so whenever you get, you know how sometimes you get to the end of a song and like they slow the last one or two chords down and kind of,
Oh yeah, I know what you're
and kind
talking.
of slowly end it, so.
No, you guys didn't practice that ahead of time?
No, here's the thing, man. So it's called, when that happens. Okay, so I was referring to it as a retard. But let me finish. It's actually pronounced retard. Retard. And so my buddy Curtis,
Retard.
shout out to Curtis,
With an A.
looked at me. Looked at me and
In church, mind you.
Whoops.
You guys messing that retard up.
he looked at me. He used his hand. He uses his hands to like help pronounce it. It's retard. We
Got
had a
the
good
jazz
laugh.
hands and shit.
Jazz hands. That's great, man.
I'm not the best sheet music reader
Well, I
in the
get that.
world. A
You
lot
don't
of our
don't have to read music.
no, dude. Jimi Hendrix couldn't read music, and he's the
Right.
Eric
greatest guy to
Clapton
ever
couldn't
play.
read music either.
Is that the case?
Yeah.
I
And he
wasn't
can
sure.
now, though. I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure he could.
I'm sure he can now.
But
But
he-
just think about it. If you couldn't read it, that dude naturally fucking.
But does
like-
reading music hinder your ability? Hinder your creativity?
I don't think so.
Hinder the ability for
I
your
think-
brain to translate all that shit down to your fingers?
That's a great question because I think for me, it probably not reading music has made me focus more on like learning how to improvise
Right.
and like learning
Yes,
scales and
yes,
stuff.
yes.
But it's a whole kind of different set of skills
Right.
being
Right.
able to read music
Yeah.
because here's the advantage of being able to read music. You can play other people's music. You can learn how to play other people's music. So then you,
can build your skills and build upon.
yeah,
It's
you,
like music
I get
composition,
that.
right?
yeah, you. That was how I learned how to play guitar for like the first year. Was I learned how to play other artists' songs.
Right.
Okay.
And then that was how I
Everybody.
learned all my
Yeah.
chords and
Sure.
stuff.
Yeah,
that was how I
yeah.
got like my
Then you can
basic
learn you can do
fundamental.
write your own shit.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
and now they've even broken it down further with like tablature, so you can have.
I'm a
know,
tablature guy,
So
dude.
am I, man.
Yeah.
Give me the chord. Oh, it's a C. Give me an E. Oh, it's an E flat.
I'm a just tell me what key I'm in guy because
Oh,
I play
really?
I play lead.
You're that guy.
So
You're the guy I want to be.
Oh man, I got
Tearing
a lot of
shit
room
up,
for
Dave.
improvement, man.
This guy, I am so intimidated to play with this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was a couple weeks ago.
You
We
shouldn't
finished.
be.
Everybody left, and he's like, "Hey, man, you got a couple guitars over there?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll play with you." I don't know how to play guitar anymore.
Did you freeze
Dave's
up?
over there like, just tearing it up, man.
Hey man, if it makes you feel any better, I have a friend that
When
I
you guys
feel the
played
same
that
way.
night. You guys played that night at what's that place called again?
Oh, it was the Mission. No, not the
No.
Mission. It was
The bridge.
Was it
No,
Bri-
yeah, the bridge.
The bridge. It was underneath of
it's
Avenue
gone
HQ.
now.
It was underneath Avenue HQ.
It's gone.
It's
It's
gone
totally
now.
gone.
Yeah, it got hit by the tornado,
Yep.
I believe.
That's why I don't remember it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got the flyer still somewhere.
It makes me sad to think that I look at my wedding pictures like from the reception,
Right.
and I think to myself, man, that place is gone.
It's just not there anymore.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
Right.
Like when Sloan someday goes, Dad, where was your wedding reception? Well,
Yep.
it was a great place,
Can't
but
show
it was
to you.
destroyed by a fucking
Right.
tornado.
A huge ass tornado.
Well, you know, they say that like if it rains on your wedding day, that's good luck.
No,
so
absolutely.
On your
maybe
wedding
maybe
day.
it's like supercharged good luck for you
Yeah.
guys because it didn't just rain for you guys.
Yeah,
It-
but it wasn't the
tornado.
day of.
I
It
don't
wasn't
care.
the
Who
day
cares
of,
about
yeah.
those little
It
details,
was like
Scott?
3 fucking years later, Dave.
Come on, man. Stop fucking it up for me over here.
Matt got married.
But it was cold as shit that
And we
night.
had a hell of a night in the tornado.
It was a cold night from our wedding.
Yeah, it was pretty chilly.
What month was it?
December.
Your
Oh,
dad,
yeah.
though.
Wow.
December 10th.
Your dad, I really got the full-on Matt's dad experience at that one.
Oh
man.
my god, he was acting like such a dick.
I loved your dad that
Was he?
night. I fell in love with your pops.
What episode is your dad on?
Oh,
shit.
Fuck. It was
We got to go in the
episode
Wayback
7 or
Machine
9.
for
Right.
that one.
It was
Yeah.
either 7, 8, or 9. One of
It was
those.
one of those, yeah.
Sounds about right to me.
Yeah.
That was
No,
an entertaining
It's
episode.
Yeah.
irritating
Oh, yeah.
because my dad, like, he was, he.
And that story he told, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was
It was
pretty good.
It was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
That place was like an insane asylum or something.
Where
Well,
he
that was
at,
one.
That was.
That was one.
We were. I talked about that.
Yeah.
Or
My
maybe
dad
that was the place you talked
he
about.
was with
yeah.
a cousin of his. And they were down in
They were
the
necking
Jersey
in the
Pines
woods.
and shit, and
It happens.
something happened. They grabbed their bumper,
Yeah, that's.
and he was like, "All I saw was this thing was like the size of a linebacker. It was hairy, and we took off. Like he was
Wow,
holding on
yeah.
to the bumper, dude.
That's man.
It's terrifying.
It's chilling.
So, do you guys remember a couple episodes? I played you guys that
Yeah.
preview of that movie Phenomenon, that
Yeah.
documentary.
Yeah, yeah.
I watched the whole thing.
Did you?
Yeah.
Dude, it's a really great one, dude. I got it, I guess, on Amazon. I rented it for like $5. It was worth the watch, man,
Damn.
because this isn't just random people telling UFO stories.
Right.
Right.
These are senators and high-ranking
Right,
military
right,
people.
yeah.
These are legit people. So it kind of forces you, because even me, like as deep into that stuff as I am, or as I used to be, maybe, still sometimes there's a part of me that thinks, that shit's probably not true. Like I don't really think that, but sometimes like if I step away from it for a while and then I read it again, or I like watch another documentary, it's like it hits me again. Like, damn, man, this shit is like definitely something real is going on here, man. Like the government
sure.
is admitting it now. I guess it remains to be seen.
That's the big thing that I find disturbing. That the government's admitting it, and it's like nothing.
And they say they don't know shit. Oh, you mean because the
And
reaction
there's just
hasn't
no
been?
reaction.
Yeah.
Like no one.
Like,
They're
we-
like we're just numb.
Right. We've almost officially had government approval of alien existence.
It's almost like the aliens would have to show up like on the Montel Williams show or something
No,
before
but
people had a
you know
real
what?
reaction
It would
to it.
actually be
punching
like.
Geraldo or something.
Right.
I feel like it would be a lot like the movie Signs.
Yeah, good movie.
When they just kind of like start showing themselves, and like they're walking down the street,
Yeah.
and you're like, holy shit, like we're being invaded. This is it. Like that's the only way we would actually believe it, is if we saw one legitimately, like on video with other people around.
yeah.
Because that's the only way, man.
Have you guys ever seen that movie?
We
The
need
World's
proof.
End?
We are a society of proof.
Oh, for sure.
We're
yeah.
a society that reacts to issues. We're not preventative.
No.
Like, it takes a fucking catastrophe for us to change.
Right.
Yeah.
And I hate that.
It's
Like, a
horrible.
bridge has to collapse in order for us to realize that design doesn't work.
Yep.
Yeah, or we need to fix it like 10 years ago.
Especially if you've got a guy 10 years ago saying that design doesn't work.
Right. And that
And it was
seems
made
to
in
happen.
1920.
You guys
Right.
remember that big bridge that collapsed in Minneapolis?
Yeah,
like,
I was
don't
just
know,
thinking
yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
10
yeah.
years ago. Yeah, man. And I think that.
There were people on that bridge waiting in traffic, if I remember.
Oh,
correctly.
there were
Imagine,
people.
like,
There were
just
people that
waiting to
died.
get across
Right.
the bridge and then
Right.
fucking
and
thing.
then, you're there one
like,
minute
oh,
looking
look
at
here.
your phone like, fuck, I'm going to
No,
miss
and,
dinner.
and I'm sure some people were just like
Right.
sitting there like listening to the fucking radio, jamming out, and you're like, "What the fuck's going on?"
And then the next minute,
You're dead.
they're in free fall.
you're fucking dead.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
I can't even imagine.
That's how you die.
How do you guys do with heights? Do heights
No.
bother either
I
of you
buckle a
guys?
little
I
bit.
don't like them.
I do too. Have you guys ever gone on the little walkway that goes right along the Missouri Bridge there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, that
Yeah.
bridge sways,
Did
too.
that mess with you guys at all when you went?
That doesn't
along that
bother
way?
me because I know
No.
how the structure is.
It
But
bothers me if I look down.
It
now,
bothered
if that
Andrea.
if that was a rope bridge, I'd be fucking
Oh yeah,
freaking
well,
out.
and here's the other thing for me is like the last time I went there, I went with my buddy Ben, but I also had my kids with me.
Mm.
So not only like when I look down, do I, imagine myself falling sometimes.
Oh, now you imagine your kids
Now I
falling.
imagine my kids falling too, and it's like, dude,
Yeah.
at that place we went to today. So we went to a really beautiful little natural conservation area called Shifty's Creek. It's called Shifty's Creek.
You went to Schiff's Creek?
Right, almost. But it was cool, man. Like it was about 2.5 miles worth of trail, and it was like really hilly. It was like, so there was a lot of inclines, and there were certain parts where you were up pretty high. Like you definitely did not want to like slip and fall because you could end up going a long way.
Damn.
But then it led to this really beautiful natural bridge. Yeah, it was beautiful. It's a great little
There's
place
a
to
lot
take your
of
kids.
there's
My
a
kids
lot
love
of
it,
there's a lot of great places to go here in Missouri.
for
Oh,
sure.
dude, Missouri is beautiful.
It's a beautiful state, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, especially
It's very underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like I was saying earlier, fall time is the best in
Oh,
Missouri.
yeah.
Great foliage here.
Yeah.
Not like Vermont, but it's definitely
Oh, well, I mean, Vermont.
Yeah, that's kind of what
it's
they're known
fucking
for.
expensive
Right.
as shit up there to
Well, I
live.
bet it is.
That's-
But you're paying for that.
Like
though.
you can fucking chop off one of your testicles to live up there.
don't
Like
know.
here's 10,000. Here's
I don't know, man.
here's $100,000 for your testicle.
I really like Lefty and Pete.
Yeah.
So do I. I like having both.
Big Johnny and the Twins.
I like shaking them down. Blah, 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 blah.
All right, funny nicknames for your
Bourbon
junk, guys.
talking now.
Funny nicknames for your junk. Big Johnny and the Twins.
Big Jim and the Twins.
I call mine the monster.
The Monster.
The monster.
I don't know. I can't think of any.
This segment brought to you by.
Trojan.
Is it true that if you don't use it, you lose it?
I think so, yeah.
I hope to never find out.
I
Yeah,
hope to never find out.
either.
The day I can't, the day is the day I want to just lay down.
Times get
not
rough,
wake
man.
up.
You got to stick together.
What was that? It was something like, this guy died, 99, 101 years old, bedding his 18-year-old wife. Every guy wants to go out that way.
Yeah,
Jeez.
for sure. For
This
sure.
millionaire, that's what it was.
Who was the name of the guy that married Anna Nicole Smith?
Oh,
Who was that guy?
God.
he was like an oil guy, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
he
Like
was
a-
an oil
he
dude.
was rich. He was loaded.
I'm sure it was true love.
Oh, I'm guaranteed.
Maybe for him.
She was probably hoping to send him overboard, like by getting her tits done or something,
Dude,
and then wagging him in his face.
I'd be afraid if I were her. I would have been afraid of giving the poor guy a heart attack. In bed
Maybe
one
that's what
night.
he was going for, though.
Hey,
to be honest,
that's the way I wanna go.
Right?
Right? Absolutely.
If you're gonna hold on, like the way he did, I mean,
Go out-
'cause he got sick at the end.
go out doing what you
God,
love,
what was
man.
that dude's name?
I don't know.
God damn it.
man.
I'm
Oh,
do you
We're
really want to
surround-
Google that shit
Fuck
right
no.
now?
Surrounded.
Don't Google that shit.
We
Okay.
are surrounded by phones and computers and.
Right.
I'm
asking
ignoring.
who the
I'm
fuck this
ignoring
guy
mine
is.
though. I'm ignoring mine now. I'm not because you guys just mentioned it.
I gotta find out because it's fucking bothering
Right, it's
me.
bothering me now. Yeah.
There are actually real crickets outside tonight. I
Yeah,
don't
I've
know.
heard a couple of them.
I'm not hearing them very, very much, but yeah, it's a beautiful night, boys. Beautiful
Yes, it
night.
Her new boyfriend's he looks like a douchebag.
She's dead, dude.
Oh, is it? Oh well, look at me. I'm all fucking.
Look at you.
J. Howard Marshall.
Oh my God! Look at a picture of this guy. He looks like a fucking crypt keeper, dude.
Oh, dude, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
At the end, he was just absolutely like.
He has like giant brown lesions on his face and shit.
He was
She's,
like
sucking.
He was just a sack in a diaper.
She's
is
like
all he
sucking
was.
face with him.
Right.
He was just
Look
one
at that
big
guy.
bruise.
You know that guy shit his pants and she went down on him, right?
Gross.
Oh my God, dude! I
He's
don't
like, you want that million or not, baby?
God, he has like blood stains on his
Oh
face.
yeah, he was an oil man. Yeah.
Gross.
He was probably on so many blood thinners that he was just
Dude,
like.
if that's not a gold digger right there, then I don't know what the fuck is.
Right, right. J. Howard Marshall. She was married from 1994 to 1995.
Gross.
Made it a whole year.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, look at this dude's face right now. It's like the blue pill's kicking in.
I hope it takes me this time.
that was in the early
This
days of the
motherfucker
blue
need
pill.
to take 3 of those things, man.
right. Well, look at him back in the day.
Was he handsome?
Okay, good looking dude.
Yeah, he was a dude.
Sure.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a big bruise.
Well, this
Right.
cat right here, man.
That cat right there, that's a baller. He's got money. He's got cash. He's
that
got
guy. That guy looks a lot happier
Right.
than the guy
yeah,
over
I
there.
was just
Look at
gonna
his
say,
mouth.
right?
He's like wide open right there.
This.
He's like, I
this
just
guy.
took 3 fucking Viagra. Let's go.
Yep.
Wrinkly old balls.
man.
And you know she's like, oh, I hope this one kills him.
I'm gonna sit on you this time, kid.
Maybe that's what she was doing.
Cause he ain't pushing.
Right.
No, he's.
Shh. Just let this happen. Shh.
It's cowgirl all the way. It's got to be cowgirl all the way
He's
for them.
fucking breaking his pelvis.
Oh my gosh,
Oh
man.
God.
Jeez.
Isn't
Christ.
that like something you wanted, like attain, like aspire when you get older?
To get
Just to
your
die
pelvis
when-
broken.
No,
from-
to break someone's pelvis.
Or just to die as you're having sex?
maybe that
You're like,
too. God, I wish we had video.
That's
for
why
that.
we need video. That's why we need video.
Like, there you go, passed away. And then you die and
man.
you're above your body and you're
You
like,
know, that's perfect. I want to go as I'm coming.
oh yeah.
Didn't
He was going and coming.
What a
I
way
need a
to-
cymbal
time.
crash.
What a
right
way
now.
to just go out, man.
Be okay with
Like-
that.
And then you're over your dead body and she's like still on top of you and she doesn't know it yet and you're like, fuck yes. I'm ready, God. And there's like that white light coming at you and you're like, bring me up, Scotty.
And he's just like, just kidding, bitches. You were nasty down there. Oh.
Oh, this conversation has gone off the rails.
So then when you're in line to like, you know, when you're in line with other dead people, like,
Right.
how'd you go out? Well, I was banging the shit out of my hot ass fucking wife who's 30 years younger than me.
Hey, let's let this guy cut ahead of us. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
She was Playmate of the Year, wasn't she?
Oh, I don't know. I forget.
Pretty
think
sure
she
she was
was.
Playmate
What did
of
she
the
die
Year.
from? Like
She
a
was-
drug overdose?
I think so.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
She was on a lot of
Yeah.
pills, I think. Yeah.
What the hell? Oh,
What?
my chair started vibrating.
But you know
I
what?
got
She
Murph underneath
she was living her best life.
Was she?
Nah, I don't
though?
think
I
so,
don't think
dude,
so. I think at the
man.
end she was pretty fucking miserable.
Yeah, she was all pilled up, I think, man. Hey, we've lost too many people that way.
Right?
The
And-
one that really hurt, man. The one guy that really hurt me when he died.
Look
I
at
mean, I
that
didn't
guy.
cry or anything, but I was just like, oh my god, that's horrible,
Right.
Scott.
So this is a picture of their wedding.
Is he in a fucking
He's
wheelchair?
in a wheelchair with a ventilator
Okay,
on.
so like basically,
Poor bastard.
how can anyone ever take you seriously ever again when you're marrying a dude who could be your fucking great grandfather?
Well, you're flat out saying to the world right there, hey, gold digger.
Because you're getting that.
You're loud and proud.
Like, was she the inspiration for Kanye's fucking song?
Oh, I'm sure there were bigger gold diggers. Well, maybe not bigger, but there were some gold diggers.
But that
before
could
her.
be because that was way before Kanye.
Right.
She
Oh,
was
yeah.
one of the more successful gold diggers for sure.
No, I don't think
Dude.
she was in the end. I
Oh,
think,
yeah?
I
Was
think
she not?
his oldest son was like fucking in his 80s or something, right?
And he got a.
Yeah.
And
Right.
he was well established too, and he ended up countersuing. I watched the behind the music.
Oh, he
or
sued her
whatever on
ass?
it, and he took her for damn near everything. Like
Holy
they left her
shit.
with she ended up with a monthly stipend.
Like
That's
a
what-
like
that's
a
what they settled
retainer,
on. Yeah,
kind of like a retainer.
like alimony.
Jesus.
You know, because they.
But that alimony was
because
probably.
he's the head of the fucking corporation that Daddy started.
But
and
we're not
ran.
talking like alimony like
Oh no, she was
No.
probably
$1,000
like,
a month. We're talking
No,
like
no.
fucking like
You can keep
hundreds
the beach
of thousands
condo
of dollars.
Mansion. Yeah, we'll keep the staff. We'll pay for the staff.
I'm telling you, it's probably like a few mil, a year.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
It has to be.
And if it wasn't, it was definitely in amenities.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Oh yeah, just to keep the place
keep the-
running.
just to
everything
keep her
was
lifestyle,
everything was
you know?
paid off. She'd have
Yeah.
an allowance
Oh God, yeah.
of some sort.
Right. Keep it low, and we'll keep it flow.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
She
Boys-
was in a few fucking movies. Though.
Boys, I gotta go pee again.
They broke the seal, man.
Damn.
I
All right,
gotta
let's
pee
take
again.
another break.
Fucking Niagara.
All right, we'll break it.
We're going to break it down while Dave breaks it down.
Yeah,
After
I'll
this.
let you know how it all comes out,
The old
guys.
77, bitches.
Hashtag.
Yeah. Sponsored by
Hashtag
Knob
streaks
Creek.
in the toilet.
100 proof. When you're having a bad night with the wife, drink some Knob Creek. That'll fix your night. Yeah.
And then get your knob creaked.
That would hurt.
Would it?
I feel like it would.
Call or text the Old 77 listener line at 573-246-0779. Subscribers get bonus content and early access to episodes. Find out more at patreon.com/theold77podcast. Thanks for listening to the one and only Old 77.